happening in 2024. You know what day it is. Oh, you all know what day it is. Happy Transformative Tuesday. As always, I'm Dennis R. Holder, Mr. Motivation, the CEO of Herald of Hope Books and Inspiration. And yes, I'm coming to you. Each and every one of you with some words of encouragement, of uplifting, something to reignite the fires of your passion. Stand with me this morning and scream it from the root, from the essence of your soul. Wake up and lend me your ears on this Transformative Tuesday. I want to say great morning to each and every one of you. Happy Transformative Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Happy day in January, folks. Here we are blessed with another day. I pray you're all doing well as we venture into another day, a new opportunity. For those just tuning in for the first time, I say welcome because you're in for a good one. For those coming back to me, I say thank you because happy Transformative Tuesday, y'all. Our topic for the month of January has simply been the encouraging words, the inspirational thoughts, the ever so wise words of my Papa Stewart, who would simply say, when you came to him for words of advice, when you came to him just to have a listening ear, when you came to just seek counsel in the way that you wanted to go, he would simply say to you after he got through listening to what you had to say, have you considered this? So in the month of January, I'm challenging each and every one of us, yes, each and every one of us, have you considered this? No matter what you find yourself up against in 2024, no matter what you find yourself facing in 2024, no matter what you find yourself going through and battling with, overcoming, being blessed with, and dealing with in this point, in this month of January, I pray to you, have you considered this? Each and every one of our topics, each and every one of our food for thoughts will start with these wise words. Have you considered this? So this month won't be any different. Our quote for this week simply states, have you considered this? That balance in life, come on, say it with me, balance in life. It's not based off of prioritizing your schedule. Oh, no. Balance in life is based off of scheduling your priorities. Oh, somebody say it with me. When I say it to you again, balance. The key to balance in life is not about prioritizing your schedule, but it's about scheduling your priorities. Now, that's what you're talking about, man, because last week you touched on this for just a little bit. You said in 2024, I need to seek balance. Now, Dennis, you're already on 10, man. Talk to me about this balance thing. On today, for this week of Transformative Tuesday, what I'm saying is last time I spoke to you, I just touched the circle of balance. I told you that you need to be steady in 2024. You need to ride the wave, not be tossed to and fro by your emotions, not to be disturbed by your ups and your downs, not to be bothered by your weaknesses and your strengths. I'm talking about finding a balance to ride the wave and do the best you can where you are with what you have. Now we're going to segue to the next level when I talk about balance, because it's important as we grow, as we evolve, you need to be able to balance your schedule. Whether you talk about this, I know how to balance my schedule. I go to work, I go in at this time, I'm out at this time. That's managing the schedule of your professional schedule. I'm talking about the schedule of your life, the one you're in charge of, where you get to say, I have to go here, I choose to be there, I plan to make this happen, on and on and on. I'm talking about the scheduling of your life, the way you provide, you decide to, push your life forward as you transform into the next best version of yourself. Now I'm talking about the schedule that you get to make, that you are the boss, you are the creator, you are the producer of what you decide you want to do each and every day. To make it simple for some people, I'm sure you can decide what you want to do, what you have to do, what you decide is important to you to do that day. What I have to do, what I want to do, what I'm going to do. Okay, can we make it simple? What I'm saying, each and every one of us, is there is a key, a necessary key to balance that is necessary here, that you must take hold of, that you must make a part of who you are. Now, this is how I go about doing that. Well, first of all, we got to challenge what we think balance means. Have you considered this? The basic definition of what balance, or what we have come to see it as, is taking hold of a schedule and deciding what's a priority for that day, that moment, that season, on and on and on. And that's good. That's a basic concept. But on Transformative Tuesday, we're taking the basic components and it's trying for us to transform, to elevate beyond what we currently stand. So have you considered this? That maybe, just maybe, I would love to take credit for this, but I can't. I was reading and the author said it simply, that have you considered this? That balance of your time and your schedule, it's not about saying, I'm going to do this, and this today, and that's what I'm going to do. No. How about balancing of your schedule is simply saying that this is something I'm going to make time to take better care of myself. I'm going to have a more balanced diet. I'm going to work out every day. I'm going to go to work and manage these hours. I'm going to read, set aside this many times. I'm going to spend this much time with my family, make this much time for my spouse, on and on and on. But here's the kicker. Hold on, because I know what you're saying. Dennis, you still made a list. Here's the kicker here. I made that list, but guess what? I'm sticking to it. When I say I'm going to spend an hour with my children every day, I spend that hour. I don't make any excuses. I don't find a way to sidetrack it. When I say I'm going to make Friday nights with my wife date night, guess what? Friday night is date night because we're not changing. When I say I'm going to read a book, at least read a couple pages from a book every night, I read that book on and on and on. Are you sensing a pattern here? Are you sensing the difference between when I say that, oh, I prioritize the list of saying I want to do this, this, and this, but that didn't require any dedication. It didn't require any focus. It didn't require any energy. But once I say it's a priority to me, once I say I'm going to truly balance this into my life, then I'm making sure. Notice the difference. I didn't prioritize my schedule. I scheduled my priorities. An hour here, some time there, on and on and on. Because guess what? I'm pushing my life forward. This is the difference between making resolutions and making priorities. Somebody said with me this morning, Dennis, you made a big jump. No, I didn't. Come on back with me. I told you this is 2023. We're not going to make big leaps. We're going to make the steps. We're going to take the steps that are sending to the greater transformation of our lives. Now, I told you, and for those that don't know, last year, I've said it before, I don't believe in resolutions. I believe resolutions are these circular things that we hold ourselves hostage with, that we don't hold ourselves accountable for. And I don't believe in that. I strongly believe here at the Holder House, at the Holder House, we believe in responsibility, accountability, and taking authority of our lives. So I digress. I say I don't believe in just repeating circular patterns of insanity. I don't believe in just going forward and going through the motions. I believe in growing forward in the process of my life. I don't believe in just stating that I'm going to lose that same 10 pounds that I've been talking about for the past 2 years. That I'm going to save that same amount of money that I always get close to saving, but I burn through. I don't keep telling myself that one day I'm going to go back and enroll into that program, that nursing program, and I'm going to go back to school. One day I'm going to further my education. One day I'm going to turn the paperwork for that business. One day I'm going to write that book, on and on and on. You see what I'm talking about? I'm talking about now I make it a priority. I'm not just pulling wishes and hopes and dreams out of the air with my resolutions, my hopes and hopes. I'm talking about having some faith, having some drive, having some resolve, having the heart to know that I'm more. Now I make it a priority. I make it personal because now I'm living a life of balance. There's nothing wrong. First of all, I want to let you know, nothing wrong with having dreams, goals, and aspirations. But if you don't have a plan to work toward them, if you don't put toward the effort to make it happen, if you don't operate with a purposeful intent, that those goals, those dreams, those aspirations are nothing but just hopes in the air. Just dreams that you're just throwing out in the ether and hoping something come back. How many of us know, I'm telling you, how many of us know you've never done anything successful? You've never produced anything great in your life by accident. You didn't just say that, I really want to buy a house and the universe just produced one. It didn't happen that way. You had to do certain things. You had to line up, assess your financial situation. You had to go through different things, different channels, different opportunities to put yourself into. Heck, you had to go look for a house and go through the actual effort and the planning of it. When you wanted to have a job, you didn't just stand out in the middle of the highway and say, hey, work, I need a job. No, you had to go certain places. You had to fill out applications. You had to show your face, go to interviews. Do you see there's a process to these things? Well, so is balancing the schedule of your life. So is balancing the priorities of your life. So is managing your goals, dreams, and aspirations. Remember, I told you, you need to take responsibility, accountability, and authority of the lives that we've been given. Each and every one of us, I'm telling you, take responsibility, authority, and accountability of the blessing of the life that you've been given. That comes with balance. That means you take responsibility for knowing that it's up to you each and every day. I didn't say it's all on you. I said it's up to you. Because when it's up to you, being responsible, you operate with a greater faith, a greater hope, a greater understanding, a greater resilience of knowing that greater things are within your grasp, but it's up to you to use the tools that are within you, the skills, the talents that lie within you for you to push them forward. Use them as the treasures, the God-given treasures that are put in each and every one of us. You need to take accountability of the fact that, today I didn't make the best decision. Today, maybe I made a mistake, but guess what? That mistake does not define me. That setback will not hold me up. This obstacle won't get in my way. I will overcome, and I will go over the hurdles of life and continue to pursue. Because sometimes life needs to know, life needs to know that you are serious about what you want. That's why you have to take accountability for your life. You don't blame on anybody else. You don't blame it on circumstances outside your control. Newsflash for somebody, let me let you know. All you can control is what's within yourself. The rest you got to pray about and leave it in the good Lord's hands. The rest you got to have faith. You got to have hope. You got to have drive and a greater resilience. You can't be knocked down by every little situation because it rained outside. Because that such and such didn't want to sing my song. They didn't believe in me. When I told them my idea, nobody didn't raise the roof and just, scream from the rooftop, oh my God, I can't believe that's what Dennis want to do. No, what I got to do is take accountability for the fact, I have a God-given talent and ability to be better, to do better. Whether anybody else believes in it, I believe in it because it was given to me to believe, to produce, to cultivate, and transform into the next best version of myself. I told you, you gotta take accountability. You gotta take responsibility. I take authority over this life that I've been given. I know who I am and I know whose I am. Oh, somebody say it with me. You got to know who you are and whose you are in this balance of life. Because guess what? Life is going to challenge that. So you thought you were creative enough to write that book. You thought that, right? Come on, stop me if you thought these things. You thought, because you went to the gym last week, you thought you was going to keep this up. We never. This is the inner conversation out there. Come on. We all thought. So you telling me you thought you was going to eat right and drink all your water like you're supposed to and keep yourself on like diets. But what's the better word for it? Healthier eating. You thought you were going to stay on that? This is what you listen to. This is the old version of you, 2023, telling you what you hadn't done. What you're not going to do. Man, look at us doing this all over again. Oh, I cast that down. And I pray that you take authority over your life and speak life. Speak strength. Speak uplifting. Remind yourself that I'm more than what I was. Where I've been does not define where I'm going. Yes, I will stay on track, because guess what? Last year around this time, after a month in, I lost my footing. I went back to eating bad. I quit working out. I won't do that now. I know where I messed up, and I'll continue to go forward. Because Dennis, now you saying, well, what you talking about, Dennis? Talk to me. What I'm telling you is, as you make things a priority, what you make a priority, you make time for. What's not a priority, what's a resolution, you just make excuses. You find a way to, well, I won't work out because my wife had to work late today, so I won't. There's no sense in me doing that. Excuse me. I had to work later at work, and that's gonna throw my schedule off. If I do this, that's gonna mess me up. Why are you making excuses? For what's important to us, we find a way. We make a way. We pray for a way to do what we need to do. I'm telling you now to make a priority of your schedule. To schedule the priorities of your life. You make time for what's important to you. Continue to do that. Do it from within and work your way out into the work. What I'm saying, each and every one of us, the time for resolutions is done. Why repeat the same circle, the same conversations, the same thoughts, the same resolutions of where you were when you have an opportunity to step into a new season, a new opportunity, a new chance to reset your priorities? Because guess what, folks? Guess what? This thing is a process, like I told you. I told you it's a process. When I say it's a process, I say you got to take hold of those priorities. Those priorities allow you to set the foundation of what's important to you. I know that I want to see success. I want to see growth. I want to see greater achievement, greater understanding. I want to see what I'm capable of. You make that a priority, and then you build it like you build in the house of your life. Those priorities become your foundation. Oh, somebody walk with me this morning. We setting the foundation. Now, this is what you say. Okay, I got a foundation. I need some framework. Guess what the framework gonna be? Come on, and build this house with me this morning. Build this house with me. Now you need to build your house with your principles. Oh, you got principles now. The principles say that I know that, guess what? I'm going to make time for my health because my health is important for my greatest success. Oh, my joy is important for my greatest success. Hey, my faith is what's going to help shape my greatest success. My endurance, my patience, my perseverance. All these things are going to help the framework of my house and my life. I'm building the blueprints and I'm shaping my house into a greater thing. But Dennis, I just got a frame. Well, as you build the framework of your life, you got the priorities as your framework, as your foundation, You got your principles who become your habits. Hey, those habits branch out into, guess what? Your goals, your dreams, and your aspirations. Because now that you have a foundation, a groundwork, that you know you're not going to let yourself fall back where you were. You're not going to go back, you're going forward. Now that you built up, because you've seen the process, you've seen what you're capable of. You see that if I continue to navigate in the way with patience, as I continue to operate with faith, as I continue to drive my life forward with hope, hey, slowly, my goals and my aspirations, my goals, dreams, my aspirations start to build and set up bricks and then more. And it can become something that, from out of a dream in my imagination, it becomes a greater process of me building, of me growing, of me transforming to my next best self. Slowly but surely, I got a house, y'all. I put in time. That blueprint of success that I had up here has become my reality. Because I took time and I took the right steps. I set the foundation of my priorities. Somebody, I'm going back for you now. I said, set the foundation of your priorities. Is your faith your priority? Is your drive a priority? Is your health a priority? Make it a priority. Forget the resolutions. Start with the building blocks. Let's take it step by step. Set those priorities in motion. As you set those priorities in motion, you have a foundation of what makes you who you are. Your God-given talents, gifts, and abilities. You set it there. And as you allow yourself to build upon it, you build upon it with your principles. Those principles shape your habits. Those habits are you start to take better care of yourself. You make better decisions. You put yourself in greater conversations. You continue to seek opportunities to grow. You don't run from the challenges of life. No, you embrace them because challenge is what makes you grow. If you cannot risk, you cannot grow. If you cannot grow, you'll never be happy. That's how you pursue the happiness of your life. That's how you transform into your next best self. This allows you to put up that framework. And as you put up that framework in your life, come on, somebody can see it with me because I can see it. Somebody see it with me this morning, it's Transformative Tuesday. When you see the framework of your life, You understand it's going to take dreams, goals, and aspirations to build the bricks, put that mortar in, to make it a solidified process, to make it a solidified true vision of excellence and purpose that you continue to go for in your life. Because I want to tell you, if you don't know this morning, come in close with me this morning. If you don't know, for anybody who walks with purpose, you can't help but to collide with your destiny. Oh, let me say it to you this morning. When you walk with purpose, you can't help but to collide with your destiny. And when you understand your priorities, when you build a framework of your life with your principles that build your habits, then you can't help but solidify and bring greater success. You can't help but do that thing I'm always talking about. What's that thing I'm on? Transform into your next best self. But I pray that's only when each and every one of you, yes, when each and every one of you decide that true balance in my life, true balance in this thing called life, is not about prioritizing my schedule, but scheduling my priorities. Reminding myself each and every day that I choose what's important to me. I get to choose my priorities. I get to choose my principles. I get to choose my path to success. I get to choose to have faith, to have hope, to have joy. I get to choose to be aware of what I'm doing, to have peace of mind, to understand that I'm more than what I thought I was capable of. I get to choose, but it comes with a balancing of life. You're going to have ups, you're going to have downs, you're going to have tough times, you're going to have great times. You're going to have joyous occasions, you're going to have tragic moments. But guess what? If you're able to endure, if you're able to raise your head and say thank you, it's still a possibility for you to go on. It's still a lesson for you to learn. It's still an opportunity for you to grow. But it all starts with balance in 2024. Let go of what you were, because that's weighing you down. The more you're weighed down, the more you're going to want to lean back, fall back into what you were. Release what was and walk into this moment of now. I'm talking to somebody this morning. I can feel it. This is your season. This is your opportunity. Find your balance. Set your feet and press forward in your destiny. And I pray that each and every one of you, yes, each and every one of you, be blessed on this Transformative Tuesday.